Hey y'all, good morning. It's about that time for y'all to wake and bake. No, I'm y'all yelling at Papa this morning because I need Papa to do me a favor today. I need him to go out there and talk to all his friends that got some M-O-N-E-Y. If not M-O-N-E-Y, some land. Yes, that's right. We talking about making that money. And if y'all don't know, the farm bill was signed. You see what it says. What next? Y'all lazy ends need to wake your ass up. That's all I'm going to say to that.
Rolling up a do when I wake up and contemplate how I'm gonna make bucks. Rent is due soon, I'm pitching. No different, I need to throw a change up. Before you start talking, get your weight up. Same dudes hating, they keep doing the same stuff. Cush loud, say what? We only look down to roll weed and pray up. And blow my smoke to the heavens above. And thank God just for showing me love, for giving me the strength when push came to shove, and making this beautiful bud for real. Roll it up for the good times, pour it out for the bad times. Roll it up for the good times, pour it out for the bad times. Hit my knees and pray, I say goodbye to yesterday. I wake, then I bake, and everything's okay, and everything's okay, yeah.
Hopped up out the bed, grabbed my Ziploc. Y'all know my campaign, smoke trees, not rocks. Fell asleep with a dream, came up with a plot. Now I'm bleeding my block off private stock, trying to stack me up a million. House on the hill for my wife and my children. Flow non-violent, but I'm talking about a killing. Could've called life or I could've fell a victim, but I ain't never slipping. At night I hit my knees and pray. I try to talk to God, but he can't hear what I say. So if I go before my time, here's my soul to take. But if I get up in the morning, let me bake when I wake.
Roll it up for the good times, pour it out for the bad times. Roll it up for the good times, pour it out for the bad times. Hit my knees and pray, I say goodbye to yesterday. I wake, then I bake, and everything's okay, and everything's okay, yeah.
I'm all about feeling great on a day-to-day. Double-fisted red cups, I ain't ashamed to say I'm trying to have the best summer I ever had. Inhale some good, exhale the bad. This is just the way things go first. I wait, then I bake, then I elevate the code. Cause you only get to live life once, but if you do it right, then once is enough. So just remember that whenever times get tough, and keep faith within the God we trust. And remember you can only take it day to day, and everything's gonna be okay. It'll be okay. Hey.
Roll it up for the good times, pour it out for the bad times. Roll it up for the good times, pour it out for the bad times. Hit my knees and pray, I say goodbye to yesterday. I wake, then I bake, and everything's okay, and everything's okay, yeah.
It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright, baby. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Come on and celebrate tonight. 'Cause everything's gonna be alright. Let's celebrate. Celebrate good times, come on.
And we're back. Good morning, y'all. Y'all wonder what we celebrating. We're celebrating the farm bill being signed, but oh my God. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. We got a lot of questions to ask about how this shit gonna go in each state. Cause you gotta think about it. Each state has their own bill and they got their own way of how they written that shit up. Yeah, it's sad but true, y'all. We gonna have to jump through some hoops. Now, North Carolina has one of the most lucrative, easiest hemp process to get into the hemp industry that it is. Matter of fact, when I go through the process myself, I'm gonna go ahead and have somebody to videotape it because yeah, I might decide Miss Greeny's gonna become a farmer. But this is the question. Why should I have to move to North Carolina? Can't I have the hemp license here in South Carolina? Because this is about to come interstate. My license gonna be out of North Carolina. Can I farm under South Carolina since my land is already here? Or do I need to pack my bag and baggage to buy out of South Carolina? Now do I have to go ahead and deal with this mess with the 20 acres and a mule thing in South Carolina? Now, these questions is others that I'm gonna ask today after I get off the air because inquiring minds want to know. Also, who's gonna educate our law enforcement? Because shit's about to get crazy because the first time you pull out a joint and it's a hemp instead of cannabis, you're going to get thrown down to the ground, especially if you're in South Carolina. So this is a question I got to ask also. Who's teaching the police between A, B, and C? Yeah. Now, those are some interesting questions and some interesting points that we have no answers to. Matter of fact, good morning, Little Joe out in Georgia. Little Joe brought up an interesting fact to me this morning off the air. Because I usually try to, if I see you on air and I got a question that's burning, I'm going to ask you. So I appreciate you, Little Joe, for talking to me this morning before I went on the air. And Little Joe brought up a valid issue. Nobody's buying tobacco now. Have you noticed that? I'm quite sure Kentucky has noticed that because Kentucky is that's their number one cash crop. And as soon as I can get a chance to, I'm going to call some of my friends down in Kentucky and find out just what's going on with that. So this week we will be talking to somebody from Kentucky. We plan to talk to somebody from Missouri. We're going to talk to somebody from the mountains of Asheville. We're going to be talking to a lot of people this week because we want you to know. But this is the thing I want to talk about for just 1 minute, guys. And please forgive me for how I'm going to put this because I got to put it the best way I can. And I'm not putting no names out there. So if you're waiting on me to put a name out there, I can't. I have a longtime friend we have been friends now for well over 20 years easily. Let's say it like that there. This individual is of color and they're well-to-do. But this is the problem. I called them all excited yesterday, about everything I've seen and heard. And you know how that is. Hey, you call your girlfriend. I say, hey, girl, what's up? Da, 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 da. So the conversation was going good until I said these words. Now that the farm bill has been signed, are you looking into getting into hemp? Yeah, you can hear the record screech because it was deaf silence. Girl, and this is the response I got. Girl, I can't get into that stuff like that there. Well, I said, well, what about your husband? Girl, he really can't get into that. I'm like, wait a minute. You read my posts every day. Yeah. So why can't you? Girl, we can't do that kind of stuff. We da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know the usual. We either Christians, we black, we everything but the child of God. Now, this is a question. This is not for everybody, okay? For those who are not the African American persuasion, please forgive me, hold it to the head, to the heart. But I got to go there on my brothers and sisters this morning. And this is what I'm going to say to you. If y'all Negroes don't get out this slave mentality, I'm going to repeat it one more time. If y'all Negroes do not get out that slave mentality, your ass gonna be left behind once again. Always be wondering and asking why I ain't got no money, why I ain't making no money, why da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You wanna know why? Because your ass is too scared. If I'm doing this shit out of South Carolina and been doing it now for quite a few years, and my black ass ain't got locked up yet, you will not get locked up. I'm not about to break the law. I don't look good in an orange jumpsuit. Personally, I don't. So if I'm not breaking the law, all I'm doing is talking about cannabis, hemp, and whatever the case may be, and then trying to get you, my friends and family, to be involved in a viable commodity that I have seen from sea to sea work. And you gonna tell me, child, I wish you could see the look on my face right now. I don't know what it's going to take to get. I mean, they pretty much handing out bills in North Carolina and not a black person want to be involved. That's what kills me. You want to know why I hadn't really posted up nothing on Facebook the last few days? Because I've been in total disgust with my people. We can go to the club. We can go buy shoes. We can go buy the latest fashions. We could go buy the latest weave to put in our hairs. But when it come down to making a legacy for ourselves, we don't want to do nothing but sit back there in the back and talk about what the white man gonna do to us. Y'all Negroes are lazy. Y'all are just sad. Now, I'm going to tell you like this here. I'm going to try to put together something for y'all. I don't know why, because I know I'm wasting my time. But I'm going to do it anyway. So, that way I can cover my ass and know that I've done the right thing. I can't force you to water and I can't make you drink, but doggone it, I can at least say I did my part. I'm working in the background right now to get people together to let you understand that this is the law of the land. You ain't going to get locked up and all the other happy horse shit you want to throw up in my face. I get tired of when I talk to people getting beat up on this. Once again, you're allowed to talk about hemp and cannabis. You're allowed to talk about that, folks. You will not get locked up for it. And by the way, for all you Christians, and I'm not trying to call nobody out, all I'm going to say is this. You need to read your Bible while you turn it in hemp pages. I'm going to let that rest with you. I'll be right back. You're in tune to the Wake and Bake Show.
Well, it's Christmas time again. Well, I've been calling all my friends. Well, there ain't no weed to buy, so I won't be getting high unless I smoke these seeds and stems. Well, I called my old friend Mike. Well, he asked me what I'd like. I'd like to find some Christmas pot. I enjoy smoking a lot in this town so fucking dry. Christmas without weed is like the bulbs without the tree. The bull without the dough is like a sleigh without the snow. Can someone help me, please? Now the snowflakes start to fall. I still can't find no weed at all. Not a nickel or a dime. I'm running out of time, and I started to withdraw. But Christmas without weed is like the bulbs without the tree. The bull without the dough is like a sleigh without the snow. Can someone help me, please? Well, dear Santa, won't you bring to me a big old sack of weed? Well, I'll be good next year, I swear, if you could find some pot to spare, and you could help a friend in need. Christmas without weed is like the bulbs without the tree. The bull without the dough is like a sleigh without the snow. Can someone help me, please? Santa, don't you care? I've been pulling out my hair. Could you bring some pot to me?
All right, guys, I'm going to say that's going to be my song. You're going to hear that once a day. I don't want to hear nobody that ain't got no CBD, no THC, because that is the worst feeling ever. To have a Christmas without weed. Trust me, I've been there, done that, and I don't want nobody to feel that way. We are back. Good morning, my three musketeers. That's Rick, David, and Jose. Good morning to y'all. All three of y'all are broadcasting my show, Dynasty Media Poho, 710 Radio, and also Greenwise TV. You want to get on the action, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Can't talk this morning. I got a lot of stuff I'm going to be getting into, so get ready, get set, let's go, because it's a Monday. Okay, this is coming from WCNC out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Officials weigh in on effort to make room for marijuana in North Carolina. Now, look, I'm exactly 31 miles away. And I'm watching this now. Check this out now. Mecklenburg County regulators said marijuana could be stored in warehouses at the County Alcohol Beverage Control Board headquarters. Oh, wow. Okay. They said Charlotte is learning about, listen now, NBC Charlotte is learning about preparations underway in the event marijuana becomes legal in North Carolina. This comes in several states across the country making cannabis legal. Now that local authorities were weighing in about what can we do, it becomes reality. One of the biggest questions for officials regarding, I got to make this bigger, guys. I'm sorry, I ain't got my glasses on. Where all the marijuana would go, Mecklenburg County regulators say it would be stored in a warehouse at the county's Alcohol Beverage Control Board headquarters. Currently, there is a stack of alcohol stored in the warehouse. Jason Hughes is the CEO of Mecklenburg County ABC Boards, which regulate liquor sales. If they declared the outlet was going to be selling cannabis, I assume we'll have enough space to get started. Hughes said on NBC Charlotte. I'm going to have to go see Mr. Hughes and see what they're talking about. Marijuana is making headlines in the state after Asheville City regulations discussed preparations this week to include new purchases of warehouse to clear growth with liquor sales, but additional capacity for cannabis if it's legalized. However, Hughes says the local ABC board was not looking to buy right now. I would not invest in public funds in something that may or may not occur, Hughes says. Hughes said if recreational marijuana becomes legal in North Carolina, they would need to train employees on sales. Okay, sounds like a job. Currently, we are training our employees extensively to come by selling alcohol to make sure they know how to check proper ID checks, spot fake IDs, Hughes says. Recreational marijuana is legal in more than half a dozen states. Maine is expected to become legal sales within the next year. Liquor regulators in other states, however, advise keeping alcohol and marijuana separate, according to Asheville City regulations. If it happens, Hughes said it could be costly to the ABC boards more money. You have to separate the stores. That be obvious because to hire more people, Hughes said. And while there are no current legislation to legalize marijuana in North Carolina, Hughes said if we are better to pass, then we'll be ready to move forward. Now, with that being said, in North Carolina, at least they having the foresight to look at the possibilities of this being passed. Also, they're looking at the facts that, hey, okay, we don't need to train people. Now, hearing those things right there, what does that mean? That means jobs. That means jobs for educators like myself. That means jobs for people that want to get into they want to be in the business, but they don't want to grow. They are not doing the IT thing or none of that. They just want to get in there and sell and have fun with the people. Those are jobs for them. So now, this is where we come in as activists and advocates. We have an opportunity to shape and form this correctly in North Carolina. You got a great start, especially in Asheville. And I keep bringing up Asheville for the point is this. They got programs going there. They got classes going there. You pick up you can call somebody and get all the information you need. I seen this firsthand. Good morning, Jennifer Meta. I'm quite sure you ain't quite up yet because you ain't a morning person, but I'm going to say good morning to you anyway. Check out Jennifer Meta at Carolina. She is a valuable resource to Asheville, and she's doing the block on every second Wednesday of the month in Asheville. She'll be doing one in January. I will get you the dates on that. Yours truly will be in Asheville to help out. March is my month. We'll tell you more about it as it comes closer to coming along. I'm willing to help anybody that's willing to ask me for the help. Bottom line, we just need to go ahead and get this thing taken care of. And also, we got an event that's coming up in Charlotte next month with Minorities for Medical Marijuana, and that's being hosted by Sean and his wife. They are part of Minorities for Medical Marijuana. Like I was saying, North Carolina is getting on the ball. South Carolina, it's time to wake up. We're going to talk about that on the next break, why South Carolina needs to wake up. And it ain't going to be a silent night. I'm going to tell you that right now. We'll be right back.
Was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
In my mind, I want you to be free. For all of our friends. Would you listen to me? Now hear what I say. around by the fireplace, watching the gleaming tree. If I had one wish in this world, it would be that all men would be free. Let's all hold hands and celebrate the Savior. Let's give thanks unto the world. Jesus, tender and mild. To all our family and friends, I want you to remember this line. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you. And we mean it now. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you.
Merry Christmas from the Temptations.
Yep, when we come back from the break, oh yeah, South Carolina is on the serving block next. And I'm going to tell you right now, the girl is fired up. So get ready, get your blunts, your dabs, your vapes, your edibles, your medibles, or get that coffee or that tea. Because you definitely ain't going to want to go nowhere when I start on this one. Girl is pissed off. Y'all know I hate to be lied to. So we're going to talk about that when we come back. You in tune to the Wake and Bake Show.
When you're under the influence of marijuana and you choose to get behind the wheel, you know it's wrong. So if you don't listen to your instincts, think about your fellow passengers. Or think about the other people on the road. Even the unexpected ones. And if you don't think about them,
you'll answer to us. Drive baked, get busted.
And we're back. I don't know where that static's coming from. It's going to be one of those days. Okay. I thought I had that story pulled up. I had a different one pulled up. I didn't want to go to that one yet. Okay. For those who are on my Facebook, I already know where I'm going to go. Because I've already expressed some disheartenment. I guess you could put that politely. But this story comes from the postandcourier.com. Clyburn has taken more than 1 million. Hear me again. 1 million in pharmacy money for a decade. Keyword, a decade, surpassing his peers. Now I'm going to read you this, and then I'm going to have my comments afterwards, which is going to be hard for me to sit on my hands, but I'm going to have to sit on my hands on this one. While South Carolina's longest serving congressman, through his support to research and the growth for a multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical industry in his district, drug and deceiving-making companies rewarding him by giving him literally his campaign war chest for years. U.S. Representative Jim Clyburn in Columbia has collected more in the last decade from powerful politicians, acting committees attached to the pharmaceutical industry, more than anyone else in the House or the Senate, according to Kaiser Health News and Post-Courier analysis. During the time, he has brought more than 1 million in campaign contributions from an industry known for aggressive lobbying. Scrutiny, where Clyburn, 78, receives his donation from, has reliving giving his most recent election to the House Majority Whip. The third leadership position in the House has become one of the top Democrats in Congress for more than a decade, making it a little surprising he'd be more than one of the chief recipients of the industry cash. Still, to total his contribution from the industry, what makes everything from ibuprofen to joint replacements stand. Oh yeah, I got to sit on my hands, y'all. I got to sit on my hands. Stand out when matched against his peers. The reason like combination his hands passed his healthcare overhaul, his leadership roles, and the charismatic his district, which includes 2 majority research institutions. Clyburn has already been in office since 1992. Most other members of the delegations only served since 2000. Clyburn spokesman Patrick DeVan said the congressman received a donation because of his strong support for medical and scientific research. He also noted that Clyburn is the architect chief of the reported Affordable Care Act, later ruled a win for pharmaceutical industry. He has fought to protect the health insurance law for Republican attempts to dismantle it. Clyburn's plans to work on lowering the health care costs in the upcoming session, Devine said. As majority whip of the new Congress next year, looks forward to passing this important legislation soon. Now, I'm going to get off that for a minute and get on my soapbox for a minute. Mr. Clyburn, me and you've had conversations personally. I'm kind of disappointed, but I shouldn't be surprised. Now, knowing all this information, best believe your office will be getting a call from me this morning personally. To talk with you, since you're in science and research, why haven't you helped us pass this bill here in South Carolina? Or better yet, why haven't you helped us do something with the Therapeutic Research Act of 1980 here in South Carolina, since you are so much into research, Mr. Clyburn? Mr. Clyburn, personally, single-handedly, and I'm calling you out on this, sir, you could have stopped the war on drugs here in South Carolina knowing everything I know now. Not comparing to what we gonna know later on, because we finna go dig deep today. I guess I ain't got nothing else better to do but time and reading. I have been supporting Mr. Clyburn since I've been here, and I've been here since 2006. Now, this all I'm gonna say is this. I understand we all need money, but at the same time, do you need that type of money, sir? That's dirty money. That's dirtier than alcohol money. And the reason I'm going to talk to you about that, sir, is because the problem is with the joint replacement thing. That's where I got a problem with. Because I done had to be replaced multiple times with knee replacements. So we going to ask you if you looked in the regulation of that also. How much are you doing to that? How much are you making sure these people doing the right thing with these replacements? Because they're not. Oh, it's going to be an interesting day, and I'm going to make sure I can see if I can get me some cameras to go with me. Because enough is enough. We hurting our own community, Mr. Clyburn. Opioids is at an overhaul time, and it's had our community for decades. But you still taking their money and smiling it all up our faces. You should be embarrassed. You should be ready to do something to clear this karma train up, because it's running. And it's running rampant. How long did you think you was going to be able to get away with getting that much money and somebody wasn't going to find out about it? Really? That's all I'm saying. So since your office says you are so much into health and research, we're going to find out just how much you are into it. I really like to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Or are you like the rest of the doggone people in Washington and in Columbia? All lip service. I'm not trying to call you out. I'm just asking what the hell. Because believe me, reading that article was a slap in the face. Because you didn't seem like you were that type of person, Mr. Clyburn. So yes, I am a little disappointed. Knowing I got to talk to you not once but several times since I've been here. So I guess our conversation this time is going to be more friendlier. Because I know I'm dealing with a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's all I'm going to say about that. You're in tune to the Wake and Bake Show.
They wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish on me. Yeah. I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. to cuddle with me. You know how I like it when you loving on me. I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story was different with me. God's plan. God's plan. I hold back sometimes I won't. Yeah. I feel good, sometimes I don't. Hey, no. I finesse down Western Road. Hey, next. Might go down to G.O.D. Yeah, wait. I go hard on Southside G. Yeah, wait. I make sure that Northside eat. And still, bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. Bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. Yeah. Hey, hey. She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry. 50 dub, I even got it tatted on me. 81, they'll bring the crashers to the party. And you know me. Turn the 02 into the 03, dog. Without 40 Ollie, there be no me. Imagine if I never met the broskies. God's plan. God's plan. I can't do this on my own. Hey, no, hey. Someone watching it close, yeah, close. I've been me since Scarlet Road, hey, road, hey. Might go down as G.O.D., yeah, wait. I go hard on Southside G, hey, wait. I make sure that Northside eat, yeah. And still, bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wishing and wishing and wishing and wishing they wishing on me. Yeah. Yeah. Bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. Yeah.
And we're back. Oh, I got one for y'all this morning. This is a good one. Yeah, boy. This one's from CNN.com. No, you can't smoke hemp and other things you need to know that it be legal. Okay, let's see. This is from CNN.com. Congress voted this week to legalize the cultivation of hemp in the U.S. Senate after months of debate and negotiation between lawmakers. Oh, by the way, the bill has not been signed yet, guys. We're just talking about just what if. He said he was going to sign it, but it ain't been signed yet. Let me go and correct that. Okay, the bill has received strong bipartisan support needed to hit the President Donald Trump's desk. He's expecting to sign it into law. Okay, Donald, get the pen out. Put it to paper. Let's get this done. Okay, now that hemp is almost legal, there's all kind of implications for farmers, researchers, and consumers. This is what you need to know about the plans bringing it together, the farmers, potheads, and politicians. The PPF. I'm going to have to call it the PPF from now on. Notice what they said. The farmers, potheads, and politicians. Hemp has been treated like marijuana. For decades, the federal government has treated hemp like any other cannabis plant. Since 1970, it has been classified as a Schedule 1 on the Drug Enforcement Administration list as a controlled substance, all alongside heroin, LSD, and marijuana. The DEA is Schedule 1 drugs has no currently acceptance for medical use and high potential for abuse. The new bill takes hemp off that list. The Schedule 1 designated universe regular to get involved in hemp research. According to Lawrence Smart, a professor at horticulture at Cornell University, while hemp is being legalized, with those restrictions and hesitation about legal jeopardy has been removed, Smart said, I expect we'll see many more researchers getting involved in the hemp research. Hemp won't get you high. I'm going to repeat this once again for those who are just waking up and not knowing what's going on. Hemp won't get you high. Hemp and marijuana aren't the same thing. They both come from the same species of cannabis, but if you try to smoke hemp, you probably just end up with a headache. Senator Wainwright only put it bluntly. Federal law treats hemp like a dangerous drug, but only thing you're going to accomplish by smoking hemp is wasting breath time and lighter fluid. Interesting thought from there. Hemp has extremely low levels of THC, the compound in marijuana that gets people stoned. It's higher than CBD, a compound that many people believe helps them with anxiety, arthritis, stress, and other conditions. Trust me, I got my chill stick right now, and it's helping me get through this morning. So for those who don't say you don't get high, you're right, but you darn sure get some relief. Carolina chill sticks, think about it. It's though not CBD, hemp can be used to produce all kind of things, to include clean fuel for cars, building materials, clothes, food, and beer. I've had some hemp beer. It was pretty decent. I'm not a consumer. I just had to check it out just to see what they're talking about. And for his cars, Henry Ford had that formula back in 1913 or something like that. 1908, somewhere back in the 1800s or 1900s. I don't forgot exact dates. But Henry Ford was the first one to do it, and they shot that shit down real quick, because how many hemp cars you see riding on the world Ford by Ford? If you don't believe me, Google Ford and Henry Ford and the first hemp car. Clothes. We've been using, that's why I wear Levi's jeans, and I support Levi Strauss, because Levi Strauss was the only person that kept the practices of using hemp in his clothing. Now he can bring that hemp production here to the United States, because we're going to have people growing hemp here. Also, hemp seeds. Walmart sells hemp seeds by the bulk load. Like I said, it's going to be nice that we will no longer have to be dependent on hemp from Canada and China. And we're getting a lot of bad stuff from China. That's going to be the next show. Tomorrow's show is going to be talking about, we're going to revisit CBD. Yeah, you need to know this. Know what you're getting. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. And this is the thing. This is the last talk of the day where I'm going to get in. Remember, I referred to Kentucky earlier. The reason I did, Mitch McConnell is leading the way to legalize it. Now, if Mitch McConnell didn't have some kind of investment in this, something going down. Because at one point he was against it, now he's so all on board. Follow the money, ladies and gentlemen. Follow the money. R.J. Reynolds is one of the biggest production companies there in Kentucky. Don't be surprised they becoming R.J. Weed shortly. Just remember that, okay? Just keep an eye on the prize, because follow the bouncing ball, because it's going there. Remember, I told you that Lil Joe told me this morning, tobacco. That's why. So that's all I'm going to say about that, guys. We have a lot of work to do as far as getting people on board. I'm going to say this. It's time for you to get, legal advice. If you're seriously thinking about doing this, check out minorities4medicalmarijuana.org. Just because, don't get bent up on the name minority. Are you part of the 1%? I guess you're not, so you're a minority. So you need to join us. Businesses, you need to get with us so you can go ahead. This is the time now that you want to have somebody on your side that know what's going on. We have a great hemp person, and Mr. Dr. Jackson. I'll be speaking with him hopefully sometime soon. Mr. Gar Jackson is renowned, known in his field of hemp. The man is the hemp professor. And then I have Mr. Ricky Lofton also as well, that is outside of Columbia, South Carolina, that I can call on. And I also have Miss Jennifer Meta that I can also call on. I have a vast people of hemp knowledge. So if you don't feel like reaching out to them, reach out to me. And if I don't know the answer, best better believe all those people and then some. If I can't, I got about a Rolodex, about 7 people I can count on to pick up the phone and say, hey, I need to know what's going on with this hemp. And I know I'd get an answer. So thank you all. Jennifer, Franny, Blake, Ricky, all of y'all. I don't mean to leave nobody out. So everybody I talk to that I will talk to in the future, thank all of you very much. Because you make my job a lot easier. Because it's not easy to, I know cannabis, and I know cannabis well, true enough. But switching from cannabis to hemp and cannabis back to hemp, and the laws are starting to get mixed up, and I'm old, okay? So we're trying to keep up with all this stuff, but we think we're doing a pretty good job. So all I'm going to say is this. If you always wanted a family business and you can get along with your family members, this is the time now that you definitely want to get in and talk about putting your monies together. And if you got land, hear me again. If you got land and you tired of working for your boss, this is the time you need to become your own boss. This is the greatest opportunity beyond Radio Shack. We know Radio Shack went under because what? It wasn't sustainable. This is a sustainable plan. Hemp is not going anywhere. Hemp is going to get very big. It's already big, but it's going to get huge. So all I'm saying is this. If you're investing in cannabis in stock, this is your stock tip of the day. You need to invest in hemp companies as well because hemp companies finna take over cannabis. Hear me well on this. This is not an advertisement. Nobody's paying me for none of this morning. Y'all know it's all free 99. So your stock tip for the day is to look into hemp companies because if you ain't looking into hemp, you got a problem. I'm just saying if you want that portfolio to grow. And for those entrepreneurs that's waiting to see what happens, don't wait too long because you'll be locked out. Because we got the big industrial people looking at us already. And they starting to put their hands together. They buying up land all across the country right now as we speak. Real estate agents can't get on the phone fast enough. Trust me on this. So if you want to be left behind once again and say, well, damn, I should have got in on this, that's on you. Only thing I know is this. I can't wait till the dispensary comes close to me. If it's THC, CBD, I just want to go ahead and get pain relief.
So I wake up Monday morning and I check my stash. Just some shake, wake and bake on some Moroccan hash. Coffee break, some organic fair trade beans popping. Now I'm awake and it's time to go shopping. Roll to the dispensary, patient of the century. Need a nice sativa that will stimulate me mentally. Buds with sticky density of moderate intensity. Pipe like Sherlock Holmes cause this weed is elementary. Welcome friends to the dispensary. Fat discounts when you mention me. Any strain man, what you wanna try out? You might walk in, but you gonna fly out. Welcome friends to the dispensary. Fat discounts when you mention me. Any strain man, what you wanna try out? You might walk in, but you gonna fly out. Breeze through security, get my ID checked. Next to the purple-haired girl at the front desk. Knows my name cause she sees me on the regular. Waves me in, says please turn off your cellular. Walls and walls of green buds, jugs full of flour. Indicas for indica, sativas for the power. Bow to the bud tender cause he's paid by the hour. As your concierge, your cannabis with OG sour. Thinks I'll be a fan of this organic stream with amethyst. Bud so damn gigantic you can help but call it Maximus. A marijuana analyst, he gives his full analysis of CBD to THC. Somebody give this man a kiss. Welcome friends to the dispensary. Fat discounts when you mention me. Any strain man, what you wanna try out? You might walk in, but you gonna fly out. Welcome friends to the dispensary. Fat discounts when you mention me. Any strain man, what you wanna try out? You might walk in, but you gonna fly out. Next to me in line is a guy named Wesley. Smoke weed every day since back in the 70s. Now he's buying edibles, his wife's on chemotherapy. Her recipe of choice kicks the nausea temporarily. Here in the dispensary, there's something green for every crowd. Fat pre-rolls that will make Bob Marley proud. Shadow wax, resin extract for the vape crowd. 2 puffs of that and you'll be walking on a vape cloud. Wait now, don't walk away till you pay now. It's gotta be cash till the banks break the shakedown. Make out with the fat eighth and some papes. How dope man, let the smoke hit you on the way out. Welcome friends to the dispensary. Fat discounts when you mention me. Any strain man, what you wanna try out? You might walk in, but you gonna fly out. Welcome friends to the dispensary. Fat discounts when you mention me. Any strain man, what you wanna try out? You might walk in, but you gonna fly out. Blue, green, sour, diesel, Girl Scout, cookies, green crack, white widow, and the bubba, kosher cushies, Northern Lights, in next. Got that pineapple express, lemon haze, driven poison, Amy Schumer's train wreck. Skywalker OG, purple haze, rape ape, AK-47, got me loading up my vape. Cali Miss, blueberry, triple diesel, golden goat. The dispensary is open and I'm never going home.
Oh, hey, listen, try this. I told my weed guy to step it up and he gave me that.
What is it?
It's called Mind Rape. It's actually pretty mellow.
It doesn't sound very mellow.
Well, he only had 3 other batches. Gorilla Panic, They're Coming, and something called This Is Permanent. Go on, spark it up. There you go. You got it. Nice. Good, huh? Good job.
Yeah.
Take pride in that.
Here I come, punks in the bump, make you wanna hurt something. I can take your man, I don't have to sex some. Hang him out the window, call me Michael Jackson. I'm a pain in your rectum. I am that bitch y'all slept on. Heavy hitter rhymes, fitter, call me rerun. Hey, I'm what's happening. Hypnotic in my drink, that's right. Shake your ass till it stink, that's right. Mr. Mo's on the beat, that's right. Put it down for the street, that's right. Pass that Pass the Dutch, baby. Shake your stuff, ladies. Pop that, jiggle that fat. Don't stop, get it till your clothes get wet. Number 1, drums go bump, bump, bump. This beat here will make it boom, boom, jump. If you's a fat one, put your clothes back on before you start putting potholes in my lawn. Oh my gosh, I'm under attack like my name was Saddam. I am the bomb from New York to Milan, and I can write a song sicker than Jeffrey Dawn. Who touched my car alarm? Breaking my car, you will hear Viper arm. I've been a superstar since Daddy King was raw. I'm live on stage, come on and give me some applause. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You all are so wonderful. Come on, pass the Dutch, baby. Shake your stuff, ladies. Pop that, jiggle that fat. Don't stop, get it till your clothes get wet.
Listen up, motherfuckers. You have 5 seconds to catch your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pop that, make that money. Just keep it going like the Energizer Bunny. Shake that, move it all around. Spank that, yank that Dutch back now. Freak him, freak her, whatever your choice. Didn't come to judge, I came to get you moist. Scream, my voice is lost. Can I get a ride on a white horse? Come on, pass the Dutch, baby. Shake your stuff, ladies. Pop that, jiggle that fat. Don't stop, get it till your clothes get wet. Pop that. That's the Dutch, baby. Jiggle that fat.
Got one question for y'all. Are you awake yet? If you're not, tune in tomorrow morning because we're going to wake y'all ass up again. And y'all know always what I tell y'all each day. But I'm going to change it up for you a little bit. Instead of talking about cannabis, let's talk about cannabis and hemp and how important it is in all our lives. Can you tell 3 people about that today? Because believe me, it's a lot of uneducated people out here. I found that out this weekend. A hard lesson for myself. All I can do is put it out there. I can lead you the horse to water, but I can't make your ass drink. That's all I'm going to say to that. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Hey, Papa. Yeah, it's time to break the box out. I need it.
For years, it's been branded as trouble music. There's not been much of it in the media. But as our film shows, reggae is already adapting itself to its British way of life. All it asks, like the people who make it, is the chance to be heard, understood, and enjoyed.
I know what girls want. I know what they like. They wanna stay up and party all night. So bring a friend. I know what girls want. I know what they like. They wanna stay up and party all night. So bring a friend.
Me say me love her, me virgin girl. Me say me love her, me virgin girl. Can hold. Me really love her so. Can hold. Me really love her so. You love me see how she walk and pose. And she